Hello everyone, my name is Uthris and welcome to some Banished. We are back in this wonderful indie game today. We are back with using the Mega Mod Pack that I so enjoy and hopefully you guys enjoy. The Mega Mod Pack is a massive mod here in in this game. It's made by the Black Liquid team. They're the guys that also make the Colonial Charter mod, and this is kind of their big mod collection that they have. In fact, it is so big it doesn't fit on the Steam Workshop, and you actually have to download this from an outside site and install it into your folder manually. That's just how big this thing is, and it's a wonderful collection of mods. It is absolutely huge. It has so many different ones that you can choose from. In fact, I think when you download this, it comes with a graphic of what all is installed. So maybe while I've been talking about this, I'll go ahead and overlay that on the screen so you guys can kind of take a look to see just how much there is in this game. It's going to be pretty overwhelming to start out. I definitely like to go the more creative route. Of course, with any of my games, right? Beauty over function, far superior than anything else, and usually that causes my towns to fail miserably. We generally starve in some capacity or another, but we're gonna go ahead and give this a little bit of a shot. I'm not gonna play on like a really hard terrain. I hope not. You never really know when you generate some new terrain, so we're gonna go ahead and generate something new. We're gonna call this place Aldford, if I can spell Aldford. We're gonna generate a random number. In fact, here I'll actually let's use the random number that what's today's date? 03/02/2020, and then maybe 2020. Okay, well that's enough. That's right there, 2020. We're gonna use lake waters. I wanna have some actual lake area on here. We're gonna go with a very large map. Climate wise, I might do fair. We'll just do fair. It's a fair climate, nothing too crazy. Hopefully a little less snow, a little less rain, mainly for two reasons. It becomes kind of hard for you guys to see in the video during the snow and the rain. I still want to maybe have those. I don't know if this has them, but we'll definitely find out as a helicopter flies over. I'm apparently under surveillance, and also it's just going to make it a little bit easier. You know, longer growing season, longer harvesting season. That might, be a better thing. We're gonna use this starting condition, shipwreck medium plus, and what that does is it's an unknown land, a small amount of wood and stone, along with a seed and livestock were salvaged from the wreck. So we're gonna be shipwrecked. These guys, they were trying to settle into a new land, and maybe they hit a storm and washed up on shore. So that'll definitely be different. I'm on the fence about using disasters. I like disasters in the sense of that I like that extra challenge, but I think for this YouTube series, we're going to focus a little bit more on the building side. So we'll just kind of ignore the disasters for now and just leave them off and hit OK. And just like that, just that easy to set up your game, map size, climate, starting thing. And there's a whole bunch of starting ones. I don't even want to start going through the list. It would take me probably this whole episode to read through them all because I suck at reading. Stay in school, kids. The goal is to survive. For those of you who have not played Banished, the goal of Banished is you're a small group of settlers, or a large group, depending on your starting condition, and you go out into the wilderness to form your own town or towns. You can have more than one town in this game. They kind of trade and cooperate with each other in that way. It becomes harder to do so, but that's generally what I end up doing. And you kind of just simulate what it might be like out here. So taking a look, oh boy, our ship has not seen anything worse than this. Obviously we hit up on the shore. We are very much beached at a good distance away, and then I guess the whole area flooded, and this is where we came to rest. here. So some of our cargo is spilling out. Our chickens are safe though, and really those are the most important things. Chickens, guys, chickens. Gotta have some fresh eggs. Eggs are the best food ever. We got some stockpile here because we took off some items off our boat. We have a little bit of a peninsula, some streams. We're a little bit on our own little area, which might be okay for our initial village. You know, we have some water side here, but let's just go ahead and open up some of the menus. So with Colonial Charter, you do have additional menus and items and ways to see statistics in a little bit different ways. So here is Aldford. This is all of our stats, how much of each material type we have. Here is the event log. If something important happens, well, we might get notified. It's probably for the best if we get notified, so we like to leave that up. The map. Here's the small map, which is generally what I leave up at all times, but I'll go ahead and make the map bigger for you all at home so you guys can see what we're working with. Obviously, we're here, kind of on the edge of this lake. There's a really big lake up to the north, one lake off to the south, and most of these are connected by the river, so that's good. That means we can build trading posts along here just fine. I think we will stay in this area initially. I like it. It's nice and flat. We don't have too many mountains, which is great for me. Makes it easier to build. Could potentially go into farms. Outside that, we just need to get our professions up here. And as you can see, with Colonial Charter, you have a lot of professions to choose from, guys. You know, your cities, and some of these are very in depth in terms of what you need to do to get some of this stuff built. So, very, very heavy on the management side here. Other than that, you can see that some of the stockpile graphically has changed. We have some nice new wood variants and stone variants for us, and there might be other variants that we'll discover along the way. And let's get started. Let's just get started. These guys are shipwrecked, okay? So I'm going to RP it out a little bit. I have so many housing variants at this stage that I'm sorry if I get a little lost in the menus, but it happens, especially with this mod set. But we need to get some housing. So we have 16 people who don't have homes, so we're going to build some tents. Tents are cheap. They go up really quick in terms of labor, and they can house some people here initially for us. So we're gonna just build some tents around our shipwreck because we are shipwrecked. We're not, you know, awesome survivors just yet. So this will be 5. Five plus 3, that's a nice 8 there. To let me see if I can align this a little bit. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, 8 to 11 to another 5, which would be, you know, 16 here. So this would be enough housing once this is built. We want to also go ahead and try and gather some things in the local area. Some stone, some extra wood, never hurts. And hit play. Now our people are gonna go about their day here. So we have some chickens. I don't know what type of chickens these are. They kind of just like normal chickens to me. So while they're going around, we'll go ahead and look at some animal pens. And the question is, do I have enough resources to make an egg pen for our chickens? I don't think so. I think these are pasture chickens, which are a little bit different than these. These require some sort of livestock resource to make, which is totally different. Some water towers. Okay. Well, let's just This is pastures. Well, let's just do a standard pasture and throw these guys in here. So we're gonna do something like a 10 by 8 here, just so our chickens will be well taken care of. You know, gotta take care of your chickens, everyone. Bridges, because we're gonna have to cross this river and this stream as well. So that's a wide river there. Stone bridge. Holy cow. This thing's impressive. Look at this. It's got ends on here. It's got drawbridges. Raised drawbridges. Stone corner brace. Okay, don't know why we need that. Well, we can just maybe just do the standard wooden bridge. How expensive would this be? 48 wood, 12 stone. Tell you what, it's worth it. We need access to this side. We're gonna promote 2 people from laborers to builders because you can see we have some foundations of our tents made. So we need to go ahead and get those constructed. We're gonna speed up time. So first home. We'll leave it on ×2. And we also are going to need some wood, some firewood. So village firewood yard. Woodcutter, that's the standard vanilla one. Here's a chopper. It's a tiny chopper. You know what? Let's do a tiny one here. Maybe just right behind the coop, and we'll do a storage of fuel only. Something like that. So I'm trying to keep everything a little tucked away, right? Because you know, this isn't my town. These are tents. This is like survival situation, and you know, they're still living off the boat. They have 1 domestic animal. That's interesting. I kind of wish I knew that beforehand. But that's okay. Yeah, you know, I like these tents. These tent designs are nice. Let's just get 1 more tent here. Something like that. So we're building our pin for leghorns. We have leghorns. We'll assign 1 person to take care of the chickens. Good. So that'll hopefully help our food situation, which we have 1,100 food. That's not, you know, too bad, I don't think. Let me, I'm gonna turn down the music just a little bit here. It's just a little loud for me. Okay, see if that takes some of the edge off. Anyways, so we're gonna construct this little wooden bridge. It's got all the stone and wood it needs. Got a little bit of a stockpile going. We got homes for almost everyone. And we need to... What else do we need immediately? We need to think about getting food long term. There's a cheese shed. We don't have any goats, so I don't know how I'm getting a goat. There's no chicken butcher stall, so that's a little disappointing. Would have liked to have one. Village kitchen. Ketchup! Man, gotta have ketchup for that chicken. Bakery stuff. Dairy. Alright. Faffing about a little too much. So there's some forest gatherers huts here. And to be honest, right, well maybe we put it across the river, right? Something like that. Go ahead and get a wood chopper. I'm gonna up the fuel to 400 total. You always need fuel. Always need it. Observer firewood is low. I'm not surprised. We're gonna go ahead and get another tent out here. To kind of, you know, provide a little bit of a shorter walk to that person, and we'll still have 2 people homeless, so might as well get that sorted out. I'm really liking the looks of this little camp. It's working out. So we're gonna need a better storage thing than our shipwreck. Okay, we can't just store things in the shipwreck. I might keep the shipwreck here though, like forever, just as a permanent monument to their suffering. We could salvage it in theory for parts, but I don't think that's really necessary in our current situation. I will harvest some stuff. Through here. I'm glad we built this really fancy bridge, right? Dirt roads. There's a lot of road variants, by the way, here. I think I have flattened terrain, right? If I click this, flatten this terrain, because our bridge here has a bit of a gap, and that kind of bugged the crap out of me right there. So there we go. Let's get a couple gatherers. And then these guys, you know, I don't want to have them walk a far distance or anything. So I wonder if there is like maybe I can have like a little food cart out here. That maybe they take back and forth through town. I say town, camp. There's really nothing here at all. Ooh, farm storage. Here, you can see why I didn't want the rain. It's a little dark now. Okay, so everyone is kind of settled in. We need to get some more food, so I'm going to go ahead and get a hunter lodge or something of the sort. What's this? Hunting with hunting gear. This is like just... Is that just a rifle and a bag and a knife? Okay, well that's okay, I guess. You know, little shocking. Village fishing dock. May get this eventually too. That looks pretty good. Do we have sheep shed, animal shed? Animal shed gives you egg and milk. This could have been cooler for us, but nah. I do want to get a hunter though, so let's get a hunter. You were just out here near the gatherer's hut? Bit wasteful to have it half in the water though, so let's try and get as close as possible to over here. And then we need a foresters as well. Just keep this side of the river a little lush. Go ahead and make a new tent. Well, it's summer. We might have to think about getting an actual house out here near all these profession buildings, right? I have no clue what kind of home I want. There's these really cool Celtic homes, which might be a good intermediate kind of structure for us. I mean, it's both good and bad, right? It's not really like, we're not really doing a consistent theme yet. So let's get some logs going. So this is what the farm looks like. What the gatherer's hut looks like. We don't have the other building yet, but I'm trying to decide what's a good look for us. These are stone. These tiny homes kind of make sense too. Nordic, no. Houseboats. Houseboats are kind of cool. Mountain mansion. I don't think we can afford that. Country homes. CC. So these are all the colonial homes. Maybe we can start with like some rustics. Or some tiny shacks. Like, this is kind of a direct upgrade from tents, in a way. But rustics might be a little bit better. No, we don't have planks for that. Gabled. Oof. Okay, these are real nice. This is kind of like a nice clean look. Nice farmhouse. This is like a stables on the back of that farmhouse. Log house. Guys, I just don't have a clue. I feel like I'm too indecisive. Have that set up. Let's check some pathing. Make sure they're not too far from their home. This distance, I think, is within reason. As long as they walk within the same screen length, I feel like that is a successful path they can take. How's our eggs? Okay, so we're getting some eggs. Getting there. I need to get some storage out of here for some logs. So we have a bit of a stockpile. Okay, so we're doing that. Good. Now I guess just a home is needed. I feel like they retextured even the wooden house. Or has it just been that long since I've played this that I've forgotten what everything looks like? Probably. Row homes. We're not even close to getting those. Nope. So tents. I mean, these are like villages. I mean, they're pretty cool looking. At the same time, I kind of like the Celtic ones. They're just so different than anything that I've made before. So we'll get a couple Celtics going. Celtic, eh. Words. These stone hovels kind of match these two. That kind of rounded Hendry family home. Stone hovel cottage. Yeah, these are kind of nice. Village inn. So we might stay in DS housing initially. Reserve logs is low. That is concerning. But you know what? It's not too bad. And here we go. So here is the finished Celtic house. Just kind of here at the edge of town. Town in quotation marks still. Alright, so how are we doing on tools? Tools and clothes, that's something we need to address. That's a big thing we need to address. Saw pit. Did they even change the look of the saw pit? I think so. Lumberyard? I think they changed the looks of that too. How about the sawmill? The water mill. Used to look really weird. This is so much better. Shipyard? Oh my god. Guys, this is great. Look at that. Brickworks? They upgraded the brick. They, I think, upgraded every single building. Glassworks. Second glassworks. I am very, very impressed. Some of these things used to look very weird and not great quality models. So this is like top notch stuff. So we need like a small, there's a Celtic workshop here. Makes basic tools and clothing. Well, maybe we should go a little Celtic initially. What do you all think? I think that would be great. So we'll place that down. And get some dirt roads forming here. I think we're out of wood. We're drastically out of wood. How's population count going? We got one builder. So this thing's getting built now. I'm liking it. I'm really feeling it. It's late autumn. Let's just speed up. Let's see if we get a winter. We do. So we do get some snow with the fair weather. So it's our first winter. You know, we have some food rolling in. You know, we have some logs rolling in. You know, not as much as we probably could, but we got enough. We're getting some proper shelters made. And here, hopefully, in the next episode, we'll just get rid of these tents long term. You know, and keep building around. I might change the chicken coop, to be honest. It's producing some food, granted. But, I mean, obviously not near as much as a food gathering hut, which isn't even in an efficient spot anyways. So, we'll see. I might just try and change this in general. So we'll go through the winter real fast and see if they make it. What's this? Amount of stored miscellaneous items. Yeah, I have 137 miscellaneous items. What does that even mean? I have gold gilder. I don't know how I got that, but that sounds pretty fancy. And a little bit of a break in weather. You know what? I think this is a decent stopping point for us here. We crashed our ship, guys. It was rough at the beginning. Well, not really too rough. Let's be honest. I kind of breezed through that. But we set up some immediate tents, fixed their housing issue. We started gathering local food, took care of our animal situation, and it basically appears that these guys are going to be able to start forming a proper settlement here. A bit of a rough beginning for them, being crash landed on the shore, but you know, they're making the best out of it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are enjoying Banished, let me know in the comments down below, and if there's any stuff that you might want to see built eventually in the series, let me know that as well. If you guys want, you can subscribe for more creative goodness such as this, and until then, I'll see you all in the next video.